Coming to you live once again from the Flagami studio. Hello, everybody, and happy Friday. I'm riding in my RV, wherever I want to be. 'Cause I'm free in my RV. Well, greetings and salutations. How's everybody doing today? And well, that light is brighter than it was before. You know, I changed the lighting the other day, and I forgot to change it to put it back. But I hope you guys are seeing me well and hearing me well tonight or this morning, wherever you are in the world. And yeah, we have three more of these in the world. In the year, I mean, today I'm a little loopy. Haven't had my IPA yet. That's the problem. 18 Can Carl and Darlene Barcelo and Lucas here, Mr. CLT. Hello, Robert, and all the Pelican heads out there. How's that traveling, Mr. CLT? Hi, traveling Robert, and what's the plan? Well, we'll talk about the plan here in a few. But the plan is to go to the west, of course. Mr. the Brian Ragland channel, I was just singing in my head. I'm riding in my RV. I see your live stream. Coincidence. You look marvelous. Oh, thank you so much. You know, for someone of my age. Actually, you know what? Since I'm a little bit on this side of the screen today, I'm gonna put the comments big on this side, like as if it was like a real TV show, you know. I don't know if this is gonna work. There. Oops. Mr. CLT, love the editing. Thank you. Yeah, I really wanted to make a video like that, you know, showing how I do things here, and I'm trying to. I guess it does not want to get bigger unless I do this. Anyhow. Background looks good. Thank you, Michelle K. Here at the Flagami studio. You know, just for a couple more live streams. After that, it's okay. Yeah, the computer is connected to the correct Wi-Fi. You know, here in the house we have two Wi-Fis because it's not a huge house, but there's a concrete wall back there. So this Wi-Fi here, that side of the house doesn't. Anyways, let me get my beer and let's get it started. Let's get it started in here. Remember that song? Now I'm gonna get a copyright strike. Raglan channel, please do more of those streams where you show how you edit. That was amazing. Oh, maybe next week I'll do one more of those. And yeah, I still have a couple of those delicious IPAs, so that's what we're gonna do today. I know it looks good for the camera, but I don't wanna pour it right on top of the keyboard here. So let's do it back here. There we go. That's how we do it. Cheers, everybody. And before we get into our plans for winter 2022, nice logo on that shirt, Robert. Yeah, you know, today actually. And Ili tells me all the time that I have too many shirts, and I probably do, you know, every, not lately, but every, you know, when we go like on trips and national parks and whatnot, I collect like the shirts, and I had a big mess. So a couple of days ago, um, I decided to organize my shirts. And I have like all the free My RV shirts, all the Pelican Fly Pelican shirts, which is this one, which is of course a CLT design, and all the national parks together and all the commercials together. Let's say like the ones that say the name of a place or a bar or a brewery. So, but before we continue, I wanted to show you. I guess I've been not naughty and nice, right? Because I have several Christmas cards, and we're gonna start with this one. And this one comes with a super cash, by the way. And this one is from, and I should have worn the hat. This one is from Joe and Becky Ferry of Ferry Chevrolet. He's the one who got me the Starship. He got me a good deal on Starship. And he says, Merry Christmas, Robert and Lily. Thank you for all that you do. A little super cash for your travels. Hope to see you soon. So thank you, Joe, if you're watching. And if you need a Chevy or a Cadillac, Joe Ferry Chevrolet, let me tell you. This one, it's, here we go, Happy Holidays. And we have like what looks like a Route 66 gas station, kind of. Or no, what is it? I don't know. I know it has a nice looking car with fins in the front here. There, it's like a Christmas party kind of thing with the jazz band. And this one, thanks for being you. Cheers, Ellen and Bjorn Nordlof. So thank you, Ellen and Bjorn, for sending that. And here we got this one with the gingerbread houses, and this one also comes with a super cash. So thank you for that. And this one, Merry Christmas and Aloha from Sita Menor, yeah. Or Menor, yeah, I know. Prima Sita Menor, I've received correspondence from her in the past. So thank you so much. And if you want to send me a card or something else, I do have a P.O. box somewhere around here. Where did I put it? I used to have like a lower third for that. No, this is Minitini Lounge. Never mind. Oh, by the way, Minitini Lounge, if all goes well, we're going to have one tomorrow. Maybe I'll sing a couple of Christmas songs. How about that? Here we go. Oh my gosh. That's it. If you want to send me a card or whatever you want to send, P.O. Box 145012, Coral Gables, Florida 33114. Let me go through some of the chat here as we start celebrating the season here. Wendell Buford, Robert. Hello, Robert. Now it's too big. You see? Yeah, I think that's a little too big. So let's... Is that better? Oops. And it went away. There, that's probably better. And a little lower so you can see. There. That's a bit, I'm my own technical director here. Hello, Robert. Glad to see you're in sunny Florida again. I really enjoyed your editing program that you did. Very interesting, much more complex than I thought. And, some videos are more complex than other. But yeah, Antrit, cheers. Are you going to a campground or staying at Kevin's when you come to the White Mountains? How do you know I'm coming to the White Mountains? Did I tell you already? Yeah. I don't know where I'm staying yet. I'm for all we know, I might stay at that Sholo Lake campground with all the snow, and I'm really not in contact with Kevin. I mean, we know of each other, but we have never spoken to each other in person. I would love to meet him in person, to be honest. And I'm gonna go to that area, and I'm really seriously thinking of Pelican West at this point. And that's one of the things that I want to get like 80% done on this trip to the West. Maybe Young Dave, how about a time lapse of you wearing all your shirts one after the other? That might take a long time to do, but I could do it actually. Um, I have probably have like 70 shirts there. I don't know. Ili is the one keeping count, and she wants me to donate. Actually, I donated a bunch of shirts a couple of days ago. Now that the bar is open, I'll be enjoying some Buffalo Trace with y'all. Hey, cheers, Buffalo Trace. Always a good bourbon. It's good to have, you know. I might be having a good bourbon tomorrow. What's the plan? Well, that's kind of the plan, and I'm kind of and. I even spoke with Paul and Lorena of the, formerly of the motorhome experiment. They're in Mexico, and I was really thinking of going to Mexico, but I really do want to upgrade Minitini I, the original, for that trip, just because I cannot take the loaner, the Winnebago loaner with the if I don't have ownership of the trailer, it would be a great ordeal to take it into Mexico, so. I'm not gonna do that. And there's no rule that you have to go to Mexico in January and February, right? As you can go to Mexico any time of the year, so we'll go to Mexico later, and that's probably what I'm gonna do. And the trip to the west is mainly going to consist of going west on I-20. So I wanna stop at Atlanta, Birmingham, Shreveport, and the Dallas Fort Worth area before actually getting to Quartzsite. I want to get to Quartzsite, and this is my timeline here, the day before the big tent starts. So let's call it. Okay, the RTR ends on the 20th. Ooh, this screen is brighter. The RTR ends on the 20th. The Quartzsite RV show starts on the 21st. So around, I wanna catch the tail end of the RTR. I'm gonna, just to see how it has evolved over the years, and just be there for the closing ceremony if they have one. So that's kind of the plan, and then I'm gonna meander through California and Nevada. Places, now that I have a truck that can actually take a little bit of snow, we might be a little more, intrepid to do a multi-syllable word here. William Irizarry, I'm late. What have I missed? No, you're not late, man. We're just getting started, and I just kind of. This is kind of like the final plan now, and I do have a calendar. This week and next week I'm gonna kind of nail down, and I'm like the particulars of the plan, but I'm gonna try to boondock as much as possible. Darlene Barcelona, I haven't even started writing on my Christmas card. The Brian Ragland, what does letters IPA actually mean? Okay, I think Mr. CLT responded. Jim Foster, what? I was going to ask if you're gonna sing Christmas songs. I'm gonna try to learn. I mean, I know them, but like haven't prepared with. I'm gonna try to sing a couple of Christmas songs tomorrow. Yeah. Hello, Robert. Say hello to my brother, Leonardo, that just arrived from Cuba. He follows your channel since he was there. Le encanta tu música. Saludos, Leonardo. Bienvenido. Bienvenido a los Estados Unidos. And Leonardo just arrived from Cuba. That's awesome. Hurricane season is over. Yeah. Although you never know. Lately, the climate is strange. Jeffrey McCommon, Merry Christmas to enjoying the ride, checking out the view. So Jackson Stotska, when you're going to Mexico, I'm going this year. I just don't think it's gonna happen now in the winter. Going to miss the Minitini Lounge again. So sorry. We're going to see Christmas lights with the kids, but we'll watch it later. Do you know any Mark Anthony songs? I have a bunch of Mark Anthony songs in my repertoire from when I did the salsa nights, if you will. So yeah, definitely. Lee Bywater celebrating 12 months of a Chief Pelican Head. Hi Robert, seriously cold here in the UK. Glad to have your channel to escape to Fly Pelican Fly. Well, it's been getting chilly here in the mornings. as I go to run, it's 68, 69. That's chilly for South Florida. Actually, we haven't had our first real cold front yet. And cold front meaning it gets into the 60s, maybe 50s Fahrenheit, which is what in the teens Celsius. Keith Ratchet, by the way, tried Jefferson Ocean, and yes, it is good. So many bourbons to try, so little time. I know, right? Bob Leach, when exactly do you plan on deploying to Quartzsite? Winter will be over before you know it. I know, deploying to Quartzsite, as I said earlier, I'm going to say between the 18th, 18th or 19th, January 18th or 19th. I'm going to take a good 2 weeks to get there, 2 or maybe a little more than 2 weeks. I'm planning on departing. I'm going to be in Florida until the 5th, probably. And then I'm going to spend a couple of days in Atlanta. I want to do one of those videos, the Great American Cities. I'm going to start that season there. Birmingham, Shreveport, Dallas area. I plan to stay 3 or 4 days. Maybe even more, just for, because I've never been there. And if you have any recommendations for the Dallas area, let me know. And then from there, I don't really have a plan. I know I'm going to take a good week, maybe even a little more, just to get to Arizona, to the Quartzsite, go to Quartzsite. So that's kind of the plan. And I hope to see you all there. This might sound like a stupid question, but did you ever spend time at Burning Man, and do they still do the festival? Thanks. I do believe they do. I mean, they canceled for 2 years in a row because of COVID. But I think this year they started again. And yeah, it's in the dead of summer in the desert, but I want to go someday. I don't think you're ever too old to enjoy Burning Man, right? And that's one of those that I want to experience, just because. The Lost RVers, thank you for that super chat. Merry Christmas. See you at Q23. And here's to 2023. Yes, brother. Cheers. Let me raise the microphone here a little bit, just so I have room. It's making noise now. Do you know this microphone sometimes makes an unpleasant noise? Gary Soldan, thank you for that super chat. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. It was 28 Fahrenheit here this morning. Oh man, 28 Fahrenheit. I think that's kind of cold. I keep fiddling with this thing. And Jake Jackson, are you coming to Pittsburgh again? I don't have any plans, but I do have plans to go to the Hershey RV show next year. That's one of the things that I want to do. One of the things that I skipped, frankly, this year, and I don't regret it exactly. But it's always good. I'm not gonna go to the Tampa RV show either, But after skipping the two of the major RV shows of this year, I do want to go to Hershey. And Pittsburgh is not close to Hershey, but it's same state at least, so I'm going to be in the area. I would be nervous going to Mexico. Usually people that look white are safer. They are? There's always that little bit of in the back of your mind, right? About going to Mexico and all the stuff that you hear on the news. But I think it's going to be fine. I mean, it's the area that I will be going in Mexico, Baja, is what they call the free zone. You don't even have to do any extra paperwork. Is that area where, I mean, you get, I think there's more snowbirds, probably than, not even, I mean, I'm joking, more snowbirds than Mexicans in that area. So, yeah, traveling road, what time, Minitini, tomorrow, please, 5 p.m. as usual. That's the time that I'm going to do it. And sticking to it. Hi, Robert. Thanks for the tutorial. Did you say you use Premiere Elements or Premiere Pro? Premiere Pro. I did use Premiere Elements early. Then I used a version of Final Cut. I was Final Cut Pro for a long time until I decided to go PC instead of Mac. and that was a big mistake. But when I went PC, I went Premiere, and Premiere I do like. Wait, what? Great American Cities, you're not going to start that in Miami? I want to start that in Miami. I don't know if I have time before the end of the year. If I get a couple of good days with good weather here, I want to do a little bit of Miami. I would be rediscovering Miami in a sense, right? And I'm gonna start that Miami video in front of the building where I used to work in downtown Miami, and we're gonna do a little bit of downtown, and then kind of explore the neighborhoods, do my little Havana, and a little bit of maybe the Wynwood area, South Beach. I have to at least walk through the Art Deco district, but I don't know. I don't know yet exactly what I'm gonna do. And is there still one more episode for the Lewis and Clark in California? Well, Lewis and Clark never quite made it to California, but they did make it to Oregon and Washington. And there are 2 more episodes for Lewis and Clark. I was gonna do like the whole thing in one episode, but it's just too much. I just have too much footage. So there's gonna be 1 episode this Sunday, Crossing the Mountains, and then the one that I'm editing right now, I'm still editing it. That's the season finale. It's also gonna be over an hour, but that's the end of the road. Bernadette Garcia. Hi, Robert. This is Bernie and Ali. We're truckers. We love your channel. Driving into Ohio. Saludos. Hey, be careful with that cold weather in Ohio. But say hello to our friends, the Forries, if you encounter them. Dylan Reynolds. Hello there. The traveling Irishman. Hey, Robert, I'm going to Miami December 21st to 22nd. Do live close to Miami? I'd love to have you meet me and my wife, 2 travel vloggers. Let's see. Send me a private message. I'm gonna be here, but I could be in Pelican, but most likely I'm gonna be here for the holidays. So if we can make the time, absolutely. I do live in Miami. My P.O. box is in Coral Gables. But free RV show in Quartzsite, January 21st for several days. I'll be there. Young Dave, Mexico suggestion, El Pinacate and Gran Desierto Altar. Fantastic volcanic craters and landscape just across the border from Oregon Pipe. Okay, so I'm gonna be in that area when I do go to Mexico. It's not an if, but a when. And I have it here. But first, the plan was to go to Puerto Peñasco, which is right there crossing the border from Oregon Pipe, pretty much, and then go around the Gulf. San Felipe would be one stop. Guerrero Negro would be another stop. Then the Laredo Shores will be another stop, and then finally Los Barriles. It will be a pleasure to help you produce that videos, Mr. CLT. Well, thank you. Let's get in touch, man. We still have like 2 weeks before the holidays, and I've decided to take it a little easier next year. With the editing and all that, that's not stressing, but it's been a little bit of that. Janelle Turner, thank you for that super chat. And I might break the timeline again with the videos. For one reason, I wanna be a little more current, and I have like 4 long videos from last summer that I might wait a little bit until I release them. That's what I'm thinking. I wanna be a little more current, and those videos are gonna be evergreen. The ones that I plan to release, those long ones. There's one that is going to be about the Black Hills of South Dakota, and right now it's the dead of winter there, so it may not be a good choice to release that now. So I'm thinking about kind of breaking the timeline and kind of skip to something more current, like weekend in the Florida Keys, which that happened 2 weeks ago, and just be like a month behind. That would be like the plan, but we'll see. Are you gonna do the whole week at the RV show? Um, let's see how long we can boondock. I'm kind of taking measures to try to be able to save as much water and boondock as much as possible. So we'll see. How long are you gonna be there? How long are you guys? I don't know. I don't know exactly if there's an organized Q23. I have to get in touch with Mark Guido, see if they're organizing anything. But yeah. Hey Robert from Brian Ragland, do you save all the footage of everything you've ever recorded since you had the YouTube channel? If yes, I bet you have terabytes upon terabytes of files. Let me check if it looks decent so I can show you. Each one of those drives is 5 terabytes. So, and that's the collection since I started using, that's 2018 to present. The older stuff is not as organized, but I do have all those hard drives as well. Jimmy DC, this episode is very good. That's the extent of my spoiler alert. For those who have yet to join, become Pelican Head and see the early release. I'm glad you liked it. That's the one in the mountains with all the smoke. It was very smoky. That's my only. It was a bummer, but hey. Aaron Romano, are there any videos around the time of the Black Tank incident? I did not film it. And I did not film much that part of the trip because it was just utilitarian. It was just trying to drive from point A to point B. So we didn't do much along the way. We didn't do much that. We were going straight from the Winnebago Grand National Rally in northern Iowa to Orangeburg, South Carolina to get the new Chevrolet. So we wanted to do it. We did that trek like in 3 or 4 days. I mean, it was a... So there's not a whole lot, no, and I don't film everything, sometimes we just, I mean, same, even in the when we were in the Florida Keys right now, I filmed a lot, but there was a lot too that, we were just chilling by the water and that was just our time off, if you will. I enjoyed it tremendously. Your latest video in North Dakota, along with your other videos from a few years ago, make me want to visit a location I never considered. It's the least visited state in the union, and I'm trying to promote it. I mean, North Dakota tourism, if there's such a thing, they should. No, they shouldn't do anything. Is my mom here? I see down here. I guess she is. I haven't. Hey, there you go, my mom. Everybody say hello to my mom. Greetings to everybody. Yeah, my mom just had a I guess you would call it an injection in her eye. So she's being she's a little under today, but I'm glad she's here. So everybody wish her good health and improving health in that eye. Harold Joseph from the crew of the Restless Mermaid. What's the Restless Mermaid? Currently in Merritt Island. Stacks on stacks. I didn't realize you were going to Mexico. You're taking Minitini I. Yes, if and when I go to Mexico, it's going to be Minitini I because the other RVs are just loaners from Winnebago, and it's, I imagine it's not impossible, but yeah. I mean, it's bad enough when you show up at the border and you tell them you're a YouTuber. They're like, hey, what? Will you do what? It happened at the Canadian border more than once. I vote Sacagawea as the MVP of the expedition. Those guys would have been totally lost without her. I agree. Yeah, history records that if it wasn't for her, they probably wouldn't have made it. And I still don't know if it's supposed to be pronounced Sacagawea or Sacagawea or Sakakawea. It depends what state you are in. I think it's Sacagawea in Shoshone, and it is Sacagawea in Mandan or Hidatsa, in Hidatsa language. So Hey, Mark Durenan from New Albany, Indiana. Hi, do you also do photography? I do more video than photography, and it's hard to do both well at the same time while you're still also trying to enjoy the place. So I do 30 photos per second, and that's pretty much. I do photography. I don't carry a professional still photography camera. All my pictures I do with my phone, which I do have for a long time. It was my Samsung, which doesn't look like this. I have an old Galaxy S9, but in order to have the two networks, I do have. No, I do not want to use. I do have an iPhone 11, and I was gonna buy the 14 actually because the camera is much better. But I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait until the 15th because the 15th is probably gonna have a USB Type C. So I'm waiting for that. And meanwhile, my main phone is still my old Galaxy S9. The camera is not so great by today's standards, but I'm so used to it. It has a headphone jack. I think this is the last great phone design. And I know I sound like an old man, but no notches, no punches. It's just I don't know. I like it. What parts of California are on the itinerary after Quartzsite? Any chance for a meetup? By the way, let me go back. I'll get back to you. By the way, the Traveling Irishman, thank you for that super chat. Hey, Robert, I messaged you on Instagram. Cheers. Thank you. And about California, I don't have an exact itinerary yet. I know I want to get to Southern California. Might do San Diego. Might do. I want to go back to Pismo. I know there's that campground in the sand dunes. You camp right on the Pacific, on the beach. I want to do that. Then I want to go across, and I have to be careful. I know the Sierra Nevada, the passes, have snow, and I may have to buy chains or whatnot. And then I want to take the 395 as far north as I can. I want to cross into Death Valley, do some of the dirt roads, so some of those back roads of Death Valley if they're open. I know there was a flood too, so I haven't done a whole lot of planning on that. But that would be the plan for California, and then I want to cross into perhaps Utah and Nevada, and I want to do the extraterrestrial highway in Nevada, but we'll see. Let me reset the chat here and I'll go back up if I don't see any long messages. Vamos a los tacos. A los tacos? Actually, I want to this, and I've been kind of trying to lose weight, getting on this low carb diet or whatnot. But once I get to Quartzsite, man, I wanna, and there's no healthy food in Quartzsite. There's no healthy food in Quartzsite. But I want to go to, of course, I want to get the Goliath pizza at Silly Al's, and I want to go to Gringos and adult daycare, and so many places in Quartzsite that it's just such a unique town, and I just want to enjoy it as much as possible. Of course, also the desert bar. Robert, may I ask, what's the name of the editing video you use? That's Adobe Premiere Pro. It's a subscription, actually. Chef Alex at Large, what's the appeal of multiple monitors? Once you start working with multiple monitors, it's impossible to go back, man. Like right here on this side, I have my camera so I can look at you guys. I have the two chats. One of them is the one provided by YouTube. The other one is the one where I can click on the names of on your messages, and I have monitoring myself here. And then on this side, I have the browser, so I can look things up and see that I'm 394 concurrent viewers and whatnot, and all those stats. And then when I'm editing, I'm editing on this monitor, but on this monitor I'm monitoring full size in 4K my footage. And once you do that, because one thing is to edit for a small device, and then in that case, yeah, the you know the poster stamp image is fine, but I'm kind of trying to edit for the big screen, and I mean, that's the long answer. Once you go multiple monitors, it's hard to go back. Do you plan another trip through North Carolina? I have no plans right now, but I do want to go back to North Carolina for sure, sooner than later. Summer Rain, hi, and Merry Christmas, fellow RVers. Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays to all you as well. Traveling Robert, going to test out Starship on the Death Valley back roads. Yep, that's the plan. Well, I mean, the truck is still new and reliable. Might as well, do. I want to also do which the Lone Overlander told me about it. It's called, I believe it's called the Mojave Trail. Hi, Robert. Greetings from Seymour, Connecticut. And the Brian Ragland. Hi, Robert. I was curious. Have you ever driven a white knuckle drive where you barely made it through and could have went the other way where something bad might have happened? I'm sure I've had a couple of those. I've had a couple of those where I still refuse to use an RV GPS that I really should. Sometimes the GPS have taken me through some sketchy roads. My wife tells me to get in shape. I'm in shape. Round is in shape. Yeah, I do agree. But I do. Low carb and keto are a game changer when you're trying to lose weight. Yeah, absolutely. I'm obviously not doing true keto, right? I would have to quit alcohol altogether, and I probably should for a little bit, but I mean, I've lost about 10 pounds. If I lose another 5 or 6 or 7 before the end of the year, I'll be happy. And yeah. Chris Hewer, hi Robert, I'm coming from a UK to Vegas for Christmas and doing Area 51 on 26th of December. Little ale in and whatever else that my tour brings. Hey, enjoy and let me know how it goes, because I'm going to be going about a month after you. So, yeah. Who handles your merch? Do you use like Amazon? Right now, most of my merch is going through Spreadshop. And there's a link in my webpage in travelingrobert.com. So, yep. It sounds like the healthiest food in Q23 will be in Minitini. Certainly the best cooked. Well, that's for sure. But, sometimes, and that's, that's what happened in California this past summer. There's so much great food in California. That you have to partake. Hey Robert, mom prays for you. Thank you, Kenneth. And Jackson, when you're in New Jersey, okay, that's any boondocking horror stories. Nothing really that bad. I haven't really had any. You mean from external sources, or from just problems? Like that one time I completely killed my battery in Yellowstone. I mean, not even the propane refrigerator would fire up. Completely. It went dead that night. I think I left the inverter. This was Minitini I, which had like 1 AGM battery. And that's the thing that I want to upgrade in Minitini I. And we're working on something. Death Valley, if it is open, Titus Canyon. Yes, that's probably the one that I will want to do. And actually, let me make sure I have it marked on my map here. Because I've been to... It says temporarily closed here. But we'll see. If I could do that Titus Canyon, yeah. We'll see. Once I get there, I'll actually go into the National Park website. They usually have all those updates. Roadhouse, hello. Robert, my wife, and I are in Quartzsite for the winter, and we're hoping to meet up with you and Ellie sometime while you're here. Safe travels. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna pin my coordinates when I get there. It's most likely gonna be the La Posa South, but we'll see. White Knuckle Drive. That time you had Minitini I around between fences in old Route 66. Yeah, that was and that was one of those times that it was sketchy. And you know why that happened? Because the more you know, right? And the more you have at the time. Let's face it. I wasn't making much money from YouTube, even though I had decided already to do YouTube full time. So I was saving money like crazy, and all the internet I had was my AT&T data plan, and I went through that plan like this. So, and then it wasn't an unlimited plan at the time. I had a lot. I had like 60 gigs. But once you go over the 60 gigs, it was like $10 per gig. Crazy. So I didn't have I refused to use satellite view on my Google Maps. So I was using just the regular Google Maps, and it looked like a road. If had I done satellite view, I wouldn't have known that road didn't exist anymore. But that's the main reason why that happened, And I'm ignorance. I really thought that there was still like Route 66, all over. That it still existed, and Route 66 obviously in that area has been I-40 was built over it. Titus Canyon, even if the road is closed, you can probably hike up to the lower part of the canyon from the valley side. Well worth it. Yeah, definitely gonna do that. Definitely gonna do that. That's one of the reasons why I decided to go with a 4x4 truck, and White Knuckle Drive. When something did happen was Kentucky, right? What happened in Kentucky? I cannot remember. I know. Minitini I fell into a ditch in that was at Tallulah Gorge, I believe, in Georgia. Probably something happened in Kentucky that I can't remember right now. What is the temperature in Death Valley in February? Actually, it's at night. It's cold, if I recall correctly. At night, I dry camped at was it Tyson Wells? I believe it was Tyson Wells, and it was Super Bowl Sunday. So yeah, when I was there, every time I see Minitini I, I think of you. One just went through my small town on Wednesday, and I definitely want to start using Minitini I again from time to time. It's got all my all the stickers in the back. It's kind of this year. Oh, of course, I'm thinking in the past. No, yeah, this year in Kentucky, that was the fender bender. I'm so glad I wasn't towing the trailer, because that could have been a disaster if I was towing the trailer. So, yeah. Upside down pineapple. No. Red Monar, thank you for that super chat. Thank you so much. Young Dave, also on the eastern side of Death Valley, the charcoal clings and Darwin Falls. Darwin Falls, yes. Last time I couldn't go to Darwin Falls, but I do want to go this time around. Yep. Let me tell you something. This is really good IPA. Last week, this is the same one I had last week. Last week I didn't appreciate it as much. But, oh man, that's my kind of IPA. As the name would imply, it's delicious. Delicious IPA. I should get an IPA sponsorship. Kenneth Reader, have you ever thought about doing a caravan with pelican heads? I've thought about it, and we might be able to do something. Actually, we tried to do something years back. I mean, our friend Paul Falsey, which I would love to if he's gonna be available, visit him in Texas. He even started a company, RV Caravan, with us, and we did. Yeah, we didn't even do one. We did a rally, and we visited San Antonio. And the idea for his company was to do caravans, and I was gonna be like the co-host of those caravans and whatnot. But that, yeah, it never materialized. But yeah, I would love to do caravans from time to time. Yeah. Mickey Sandusky, I'm back and resubscribed. Well, welcome back. Thank you so much. Jim, I could use a refill too. Yeah, Jim, hey, there you go. Refills for everybody. uh, Cross country RV, tech, and solar. I would love to upgrade Minitini I for you, labor free. Send me a private message because we can do that. I mean, all I need to do is I already have 300 watts of solar on the roof. I just need to do upgrade batteries and potentially an inverter and do it properly. You know, I kind of Frankenstein that Minitini I myself many times. But yeah, I would like, or send me an email, robert@travelingrobert.com. In fact, let me check my email here. Oh, Jim Foster already sent me the invitation for the intermission for Minitini Lounge tomorrow. Cajuns across America, thank you for that super chat. Thank you so much. Thank you, appreciate it. And James says, thank you for that super chat. There's a great brewery in Fayetteville, North Carolina, off I-95. That will be a great spot for a meetup. It's time for another one, definitely. I don't know exactly when I'm. Let me write that down. What's it called? No, you didn't say the name of the brewery, but I don't have any plans right now. But there's a possibility. Let me look at my calendar here because I have a. Let's call it sometime in March. I don't have a date yet, but sometime in March, we might be able to do that. And you know who's here? Red Jaguar, my friends. Hello, Pelican Head family, traveling. Robert, hello. We are stuck volunteering, sort of, for Toys for Tots. Hey, that's a good cause, man. So there you go, Mr. Red Jaguar. I'm trying to read here. Oh man, the chat goes so fast. Robert is the GOAT and inspired us to follow him, the Cajuns across America. And I almost read the message that the RV DJ deleted. And the Jesus Lover 77, thank you for the super chat. Ola from San Antonio. The Montana movie was amazing. Teased us with showing the snow-capped mountains, but never drove up to give us a snow thrill. And I don't think we're gonna do any snow until this winter, actually. But Traveling Rover fan, hey, what did I miss? Oh man, you missed the best part of the show. I see the notifications on YouTube have changed. I was wondering why I haven't seen any videos any longer. Now that I have hit the ball, the bell, the ball. You know, the problem with these glasses, the new glasses I got, there's a sweet spot right like around where the screen is that I cannot see well with or without. It's weird. I'm gonna have to get bifocals at some point. Now that I have hit the bell for notification, I'll be getting notified. Thanks. Yeah, hit that bell. How about this name? Traveling Camper IPA for your sponsorship suggestion. I like it. Goat forever you are. Thank you. Top three worst things that have happened to you while traveling. Well, Aaron, I would say that fender bender is one of them. I'd say probably the Route 66 incident. Scariest is probably the Walmart in Horizon City, Texas. But the very worst was the black tank incident. Yeah, in what's the name of this town? In Hannibal, Missouri. It's a name that shall live in infamy. And I'm never go. I mean, I feel so embarrassed. I mean, I should patronize the campground, but I don't know if I ever want to go show my face there. I'm so embarrassed that happened. The editing chat's going to be a regular thing. If you guys want it, I could do. I'm not gonna promise every Wednesday or every week, but yeah, we could do it. Real cold in Death Valley at night. Yeah, I've been there. It definitely froze, but then during the day was, well, actually it was very cold. That was the highest point that you can go there. It'll come back to me. Your live stream needs some excitement. Build a Lego set or walk around. Sitting in front of a mic is getting old. Just my observation. I don't know. Maybe I'll play the guitar. Horse Lover 08. Hey Robert, it's been a little bit since I've been on the chat. How have you been? It's been great. I've been, the past 2 months. It's been just busy here editing video, and which I love. It started as a hobby. Now it's more like a job. But I like doing it. But yeah, it's work, especially these long videos that I've been doing. And but then I did have that week, 5 days in the Florida Keys that I enjoyed tremendously. So the lights make circles around your eyeballs. Yeah, that light. I may get me a different, or maybe I should look down all the time. I don't know. Hi Robert, I love your content. Have you tried Bush Light? No, I haven't. Actually. I don't think I've ever had Bush, or light, or heavy either. So maybe. Alan Parr, seeing your last video you put out Sunday, looking forward to them. Love what you do. Keep it up. Thank you. And there's it's there's 2 more episodes in that Lewis and Clark series. And then I have 4 episodes, as I mentioned earlier, at least 4 episodes that are going to be long movies that I think I'm going to hold off a little bit publishing those. And one of them is the Black Hills area of South Dakota. One of them is going to be the Rocky Mountain National Park. One of them is going to be me driving in Utah, driving across Utah. There's a little bit of Las Vegas in there. I don't know exactly what I'm going to do with Las Vegas. And then there's California, the California coast for the most part, and then the Oregon coast and inland Oregon as well, some certain parts. But after Lewis and Clark, I'm just going to publish the Florida Keys video and we'll go from there. Because those videos are going to take a long time to edit, and I'm going to be on the road, so. Mr. CLT, I disagree with Sky This is the best way to keep in touch with your true fan base. Thank you, Mr. CLT. I mean, we've got 450 of you watching right now, and we'll see. I might do some Legos, or maybe we'll do a puzzle. I have a puzzle there that the Brian Ragland channel. Hi Robert, I was curious. Has established titles ever contact you for sponsorship What's your take on that whole thing? Established titles? Not familiar. Not familiar with that. Cajuns across America, how exactly do we become executive producers? We've looked and can't figure it out. Well, either there's a join button somewhere down there where you can either join for $5 as a chief Pelican head or $20 as an executive producer. That's one way to do it. And there's another way, perhaps the better way, because I get a better cut, through Patreon, patreon.com/travelingrobert. And of course, that will be the $20 tier as well. And then you get your name, you're recognized in the closing credits. My coldest night camping was in Death Valley on New Year's Eve, 19 degrees boondocking just down the road from Ubehibe Crater. I've been to that Ubehibe Crater. I might go back to Ubehibe Crater. The water inside my ice chest froze. Well, if I do, I mean, I plan on dry camping in Death Valley. I'm gonna have that furnace toasty, baby, very toasty. I'm gonna make sure I have plenty of propane and plenty of battery power. Hopefully, it'll be sunny so I can recharge that battery during the day. Some IPA company get in touch with Robert and make Traveling Robert IPA. Actually, Lost City Brewing Company in North Miami did have temporarily a Pelican Head IPA that we all drank at the meetup last. Actually, it's been a year almost to the date. So yeah. Aaron Romano, just an interesting observation, but I think your views were up a little bit more when you had the episode number in the thumbnail and the hashtag with the season and capital letters. Just a fun format. Thank you. That's a good suggestion. And the good thing with thumbnails and titles, I can change them anytime. So I could potentially put the episode number again in the thumbnails. You know, that's something that I don't know. I kind of forgot about to do it, but I should. Yeah. On your way through New Mexico, if you have time, check out the Toy Train Depot in Alamogordo. They have a mini train that you can ride around the park, and the displays inside are awesome. Toy Train Depot in Alamogordo. I'm gonna add that to my Alamogordo. That's close to White Sands, right? Yeah, White Sands Boulevard. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, I'm adding it to, because this is what I'm gonna do. And actually, I was thinking of going down to El Paso from Dallas, Odessa, Texas, but maybe I could take some of the back roads. We could do Carlsbad Caverns again, and then go through that area. Actually, that's a good idea, and then go down to Las Cruces, where I haven't been. You just gave me a great idea, so thank you very much, even though you may not know it. Thank you. $445 watching. Thank you all for. Yeah, it says actually we went down to 430. I think. I don't know. Yeah, I'm talking. I'm missing the conversation here. Anywho. The Traveling Irishman, thank you for that super chat. Do you use Canva for your thumbnails? No, I tried it once, but I like I like better the flexibility that I have with Photoshop. So I use Adobe Photoshop. Since I'm already paying for the Adobe Creative Cloud, I have access to Photoshop, might as well. Hey, Christopher Olson, you're very welcome. Thank you for being here. See you next time. Good night from Sweden. Yes. Jeffrey McCommon, love traveling videos. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you, Cajuns across America. And And I'm trying to see here the Panda Dampa. Saludos y abrazos a Roberto, te seguimos y nos sentimos orgullosos de ti desde Miami, gracias. And he's saying greetings and hugs to Robert. We follow you and we feel very proud of you from Miami. Thank you. And are you coming to Mesa, Arizona again? Very likely going to Mesa, Arizona. The problem with Mesa, Arizona, it's not very friendly to folks under 55, you know. And I've been turned away from a couple of RV parks in that area. I think the KOA, which is a little farther east. What's it called? It's closer to the Superstition Mountains. What's it called? I'm drawing a blank. And it's not great, but yeah, Mesa, Arizona. I'm gonna be in the Phoenix area, I'm sure, for a day or two. Cajuns across America, thank you for the super chat. Do you get in on the YouTube Shorts, or is that not for you? I'm gonna getting in, and this is my brilliant idea. You know, I do Pelican Head updates for the members and the Patreons when I'm traveling. Well, I'm gonna start doing those Pelican Heads updates in vertical video, so that I can reuse that video later for shorts. And not only shorts, I can put them on TikTok, Instagram stories, or Reels, and you know, it's hard for me to do horizontal video and then try to do vertical video too. I have to get into that habit, because then it is more difficult to turn, like, you know, horizontal video into vertical video, and it's but I am definitely gonna get into at least doing 1 or 2 shorts per week. I know a lot of people love them. So yeah, the Traveling Irishman, thank you for that super chat. How do you get the file size small enough? File size small enough for whatever friends. File size. Well, when you save in Photoshop, you do save as and then save a copy, and you can do JPEG. I do JPEG, and it gives you you know, there's like 5 different options of quality. So I make my thumbnails 4K size. And I do like the second lowest setting in Photoshop, and that's enough for the tiny little thumbnail. So yeah, Jeffrey McCommon, you're our leader. Oh, thank you. And Holly Olivaria, hi Robert, I love your videos. Watch them every week with my boyfriend. My dad recommended your videos to me because I love traveling. Well, thank you for being here. And Jeff Alex Atlas, no, como hay gente mirando. That's awesome. Anything you would have for Christmas, Robert? Be honest. Gotta have something in mind you would love to have, even if it is just an upgrade in a piece of equipment. Love ya, traveling, Robert. I don't know. I don't. I'm kind of lusting over that GoPro 11, but I don't really need it. And I already got me myself an early Christmas present, and I got a Mac Studio, and it's really been a game changer when it comes to efficiency editing. My MacBook Pro was getting it wasn't old by any means. My first MacBook lasted 8 years. But this one, after 3 years, it started to feel very slow. So, Michelle Bazinet, bonsoir, Robert de Catuneux. ¿Cuándo vienes por San Diego? And when am I going to San Diego? Let me look at my calendar here real quick. But it's going to be, in reality, sometime between late January and early February. But I mean, I don't even know if I'm going to make it to San Diego. It's in that plan, made in Jello at this moment, written in Jello, and yeah, somebody doesn't like the circle reflection, so I'm gonna have to use a different light at some point. Robin Menkler, thank you for that super chat. Thank you so much. Michelle K. Robert, can you also speak French? That accent was great. I don't actually. uh, Sometimes I like to pretend, but no, I know a few words and I kind of have the pronunciation. People have told me that, but I can do the kind of thing. But other than that, wait, Robert has other channels. Well, I do. I actually, when I started doing this full time, I thought I was gonna have time to do like 5 different channels and do all this, and eventually I decided, nah, let's just do one. But I do have my original channel, which is not this one. My original channel is called just my name, Robert Morales. I started it with my music back in 2007. I have there is out there. I mean, you probably search it and you probably aren't gonna even find it because I haven't posted anything in those channels for years. But there's Robert's RV Cooking Show. That's a channel. It's out there. There's Scenic Drives and Not So Scenic Drives, and that one I might revive because I just want to do like uncut drives. Let's say I have terabytes of road video, and some people, maybe like to see what it looks like to drive from Florida to Arizona, and that would be like a 10-hour video. But I could edit that together and post that 10-hour video, and that one I might revive. There's Cuentos de Caminos, which was my original idea of making Traveling Robert en Español, which I rather concentrate on the one, the Traveling Irishman. Thank you for that super chat. The RV park near Superstition is Lost Dutchman. Yes, sir. That's the one. That's the one where I was doing laundry and they closed the laundry on me 5 minutes earlier. And I've been bitter ever since. Mr. Red Jaguar 100 travels. I asked Santa to bring me that new Starlink for RVs. Hopefully I was a good boy this year. I like the idea you can use it on the go. Yeah, it's $2,500, man. I've thought about it, and we'll see. We'll see what happens. We are influencers, man. Things could happen, but I would love to have it. I would have to probably redo my subscription to Starlink. Right now, I have the home subscription, which kind of sucks because I cannot pause that subscription. I have it my home base at Pelicamp, which I hardly ever at Pelicamp. So, but I wanted to get in earlier, and I got the regular one. But if I do get a deal on that rooftop antenna, the enhanced antenna and whatnot, I might switch. Cancel my regular subscription to Starlink and get the RVer subscription, which would. I think that's going to be a deal breaker with this. E.T. Rifleman. Robert, you really should visit India Himalayas because they are beautiful as Rocky Mountains, and this is the perfect time to go. The mountains are calling. I would love to visit that area. Do the Annapurna. I read a book about the Annapurna Trail. Yeah, so. I missed the beginning. When is Minitini Lounge? Unless I lose my voice tonight, that's going to be tomorrow, 5 p.m. Eastern. And I already scheduled it. It's somewhere on the tubes. The tubes are getting clogged. Jim Silver, Jim and Kat from Pennsylvania. I want to know when you're coming to Gettysburg again. And as usual, you'll see you soon after she showed. Most likely in September. You stuck that elf on the shelf. Red Jaguar, I'm sure you're going to get your wish and get that Starlink. The only thing with Starlink, you have to start camping at campgrounds without trees. I arrived late. When do you embark on the Quartzsite journey? Well, beginning of January. That's the plan, the departure to the west. And I intend on getting there. And nowadays I have Google assisted memory. Probably around the 18th, plus or minus 1 or 2 days. Your mileage may vary of January. So I'm going to start wrapping this up, everybody. The Minitini Lounge is on Robert Morales' channel, not this one. Yes, it's not on this channel. Maybe I could put a put up a link. Hold on. Or maybe someone can put up a link. Let me see. YouTube. YouTube.com/travelingrobert. RV chat. Lord, I'm live, it says. No, where's my Minitini Lounge? I have to search for myself because I'm in the wrong channel. Here we go. Upcoming. And now I could do share, copy, and paste. And that's a link to the Minitini Lounge for tomorrow. You can click on that and click on notify me. This says I'm live in 21 hours. So check that out. Natalie Driscoll from Down Under, looking forward to the Minitini Lounge tomorrow. Thank you. I'm looking forward to doing it. Hopefully I can learn a couple of new songs. I sent Santa an email for Starlink, but it got stuck between the satellites. I know, man. Astronomers are pissed off at Elon. Well, a lot of people are pissed off at Elon, but if you like this show, give Robert a thumbs up. Smash that thumbs up button. The Traveling Irishman, thank you for that super chat. If you're passing through Phoenix area, could meet up. I'm definitely going to pass through Phoenix area. I mean, it's kind of on the way to Quartzsite. The big question is whether I'm going to stop in the Phoenix area or just drive through. This time, I have enough time that I might be able to stop, but we'll see. It's a sign. Robert's IPA is empty. So we're going to start wrapping this one up. I want to thank all of you for being here, for hanging out. And we already went 11 minutes overtime. And Traveling Irishman, thank you for that super chat again. And as soon as it shows up here, Lucky Dog. By the way, I want to thank Lucky Dog and all the other moderators for moderating, and the RV DJ for bartending, and Red Jaguar, and of course Mr. CLT. And there's a great whiskey bar called Platform 19. Okay, I'm going to have to stop in Phoenix now. Am I not? No, in Scottsdale. Is that it? In Scottsdale? That's where KYD is from. Maybe we'll. Huh. Oh, it looks nice. Okay, we're going to Phoenix, Scottsdale, and Tempe. All right, everybody. Thanks for being a great host, Robert. See you next week, everybody. Happy trails. Happy trails to everybody. That's a good shirt. Robert's IPA is empty. Hey, there's a shirt there somewhere. And next year I'm gonna come up with new designs for apparel. I'm just waiting for Minitini 4. I don't want to call it Minitini 4. I'm thinking of other names. I know Minitini is like my brand in a sense. So, but I don't know. I think you're gonna like Minitini 4. So let me get my guitar. Love the tree in the background. Thank you, Maxine Oliver. That tree is probably over 20 years old. And they don't make those anymore. That's a fiber optic. I don't think they make those anymore. That's a fiber optic. Platform 18. Sorry, but yes, Scottsdale. Yeah, Scottsdale. Yeah, I found it. I found it on Google Maps. I have a star there now. And I have a bunch of stars in the area. Little Miss Barbecue. And Platform 18 at Century Grand. And at some point, Echo Canyon, at some point I want to do Camelback Mountain and other things. Yeah, we might spend a couple of days in the Phoenix area. Because in a couple of days, we're gonna be driving to the west, into the sunset, driving to the west. Driving to the west, into the sunset, driving to the west. Driving through New Mexico, Arizona, even California. I'm gonna get my kicks on 66. The mountains and the desert are my fix. Driving to the west in my RV. Yeah, I'm riding. I haven't sang in a couple of days and my voice is cold. Riding me in my RV. Wherever I want. Thank you for the super chat. Great time. We love to meet up there. We'll try that, definitely. Riding in my RV. Wherever I want to be. Yeah, I'm free. My RV. Everybody, thank you so much for hanging out, all 364 of you at this time. And the Little Miss Barbecue is great. There you go. You know, I have my stars in the Phoenix area that I never visited. So, see you tomorrow at the Minitini Lounge, 5 p.m. on that other channel that I put and Mr. CLT put a link to that channel as well. And see you tomorrow. And then see you Sunday. Sunday we're going to Western Montana, Idaho, and Eastern Washington. And that's it for now. Have a great weekend. Happy Friday. See you on the road.